welcome to Long Time No See, the podcast, coming to you from Gold Diggers Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California. We'll be getting to know some of your favorite comedians a little bit better, and so will they. Each week's guests have no idea who the other guests will be, so without further ado, please remove your blindfolds and introduce yourselves.
Wait, we're
Yes!
Yeah! What's up?
Oh, hi, I'm Mandy Martino.
And I'm Ellen Harold.
Oh, I'm happy it's you.
Yeah, look at us.
I kept my eyes closed while wearing this.
My eyes were wide open. I actually noticed that. I literally had my eye. I was like, this is weird. If you could see through my mask right now,
Yeah.
it would just be me.
It's like when you watch The Bachelor and you see two people kissing, and then the one person's eyes are wide open, and you're like, what?
Which is it the Bachelor
Psychopath.
or is it the
It
person
typically was
kissing
The
them?
Bachelor the year I watched it. I'm 3 years clean of The Bachelor. Thank you.
Good for you. Never been
Well, real good for you.
So it's off to a great start. I think we're fighting.
All right.
Put your blindfold back on.
New guest.
We're going to go with what was your most recent bomb, and how did it compare to your worst bomb?
Ooh.
Okay.
I know the most recent bomb.
Okay, go. You go
Okay.
first.
So it was in Palm Springs. It was.
Oh, nice.
It was a weed show, and you know what? I think both of my bombs were weed shows. I don't smoke weed.
Okay.
I mean, if I do, it's
They have a weed show in Palm Springs?
yeah, and it was packed, but like full like stoner room. Like this wasn't. I think they were there for the weed more than the comedy. So we drive real far. I got
It always sucks. The further you drive, the more likely you are to bomb. I
right.
think it's
The
like
risk is
the
your
more-
reward.
yeah,
the
yeah.
chart is not a good chart
Yeah.
if I knew how to draw charts. So
Yeah.
we're going far. I got Matt on it with me. I was like, I'm not going here alone. So it was great when your loved one watches you,
You can
bomb.
make a little,
you know?
make a little trip out of the bomb.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was,
It's like a weekend away.
Just noted, Matt had a great set. We don't have to go into that. I'm happy he did.
That's the worst.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it was pretty much packed room stoners. I was, I think, like, I was early in. I think maybe like second. But the room was so cloudy that like 5 minutes.
It was inside?
Yeah, inside. 5 minutes into my set, I didn't realize I was so high.
Oh, did you smoke before
No.
then? What? It
That's
was just you got high from being in the room? Does
so
that
high.
happen? I thought
Yeah.
that only happened in like Snoop Dogg music videos or something.
Snoop Dogg's not a liar. It
Yeah.
really happens. This whole time we thought he was a liar, just a guy.
I mean, I always had faith that he was being real with us.
Yeah. So there's not much to it. I got high. Oh, it turned out though everyone else was really high too. Like I was one of the first ones up, so I was like, warning, if you're not high, you're gonna get high. Matt got so high on stage. And
That's crazy.
yeah.
I've never done stand up high. I don't think I would. I wouldn't be able to. I can't even like go to the bathroom when I'm high because I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to put my pants back on after
Yeah.
I like piss.
Or walk. Like
No.
walking when you're
Yeah.
too high is terrifying.
So I wouldn't be able to like remember any of my jokes. if
I
did that.
didn't.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. You heard it here first. Some people can do it.
Some people
can do it.
can do it so well, that's all they do.
My bomb was also far. You have to travel far and wide for a bomb.
Yeah,
you have to have enough space to so that the nuclear bomb doesn't touch your family and friends.
Yeah, we
You
want to
have to
keep
go far
everyone
away.
safe. We'll take the hit.
Yeah, we gotta. It's a road trip. The one that was the most recent was I drove to Huntington Beach like in the rain, and I have a Fiat, by the way, so that's like
Says a lot.
it's like playing air hockey or something. It's like not you're just like sliding
Yeah.
across the road. It's
Terrifying.
insane. It's not the car. It's not a car. It's old people's like errand car to like go to the store and get some like diaper. I don't know what errands they're
It's
running.
your full
but
car.
It's, yeah. It's a clown car. So I drove all the way to Huntington Beach in the rain, rush hour. It took like 2 hours. So like probably a Palm Springs equivalent.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours away. You got to be at least 2 hours away for the bomb.
And enough like distance to where your drive back, you have a lot of time to
You
think
have a
about
lot
it.
of time to contemplate what the fuck you're doing. And you usually, you never come to the conclusion to quit because it's not far enough. Right when you pull into your driveway, you're like, you know what? I think I got what it takes. I'm gonna keep going.
It was definitely them. It wasn't me.
You never. Maybe if I went did a cross country thing, but I went down to the beach. It was at a bar, and the booker of the show is very clear. He's a little bit of a. He's a, how do you say this? Some people say odd bird. Is that what people say?
Odd bird.
Strange cat, odd bird.
Oddball.
Like an animal, oddball. Yeah, oddball is a little harsh. I want to do animal now. I feel like that's sweeter. You know,
I like
it's
odd bird.
One of one of old McDonald's. Like I want to be
yeah,
nice.
he's in the crew, but like he's stand around.
Right. I don't want him to stop booking me. So if he hears this, actually I might.
The nice way to say that is he's super quirky.
He's quirky. Yeah. He's like a Zoe.
Deschanel.
Yeah. He has that. He has the bangs. Anyway, so I imagine he just has bangs. That's why he's an oddball. Okay, so I didn't mean oddball. Okay.
That's why he's so quirky.
I'm so high right
That's
now.
why
I'm bombing this podcast. So okay, so I go there. It's at a bar. The preface, the booker in the email is like, absolutely no crowd work. Like, don't do. It's a 20-minute set, and he's like, don't do any crowd work. Because it's a bar show and like you never know what the person is gonna say. Like they might be drunk and it's like, yeah, that's hilarious.
That's the room for. That's the best room for crowd work.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
And so lucky for him, I get there after driving 2 hours in the rain, and there is not a soul in the bar. There is no one. I show up and like the person hosting the show is like, hey, like, light one tonight, and it's like I walk in and it's like literally the two bartenders and like one like guy asleep in like a stew, like
Perfect.
A drunk, like a regular or something.
Oh,
And
a side note, do you notice every time you do a show that there's no one there, they always go, this is crazy, it's usually packed.
they go, it's usually packed, and they go, I think we're still gonna like there's one, no, this is what they always do. There's one glimmer of hope that they're gonna cancel, that they're oh, let's not. Well, somebody does. He's like suggests like, oh, maybe if nobody if nobody shows up in the next 4.5 like minutes, we're not gonna do it. And then another guy comes in and he goes, oh no, I think we've got all these stage time. And you're kind of like sitting there and you're like, no, like you kind of want to suggest and be like, no, I think the other guy was right. Like I think, and we had to do. There was a couple other comics on it who are friends of mine, luckily, so that was good to be in it with them. But we had to do the full 20 minutes.
Oh.
Lucky there was no opportunity to do crowd work because, of course, a crucial element of crowd work is, of course, and some of the viewers might already know this, is a crowd.
Yeah.
You do need a crowd to do crowd work.
It's weird.
So I could not do that. I had to do 20 minutes of material to
No.
which it's usually to silence anyway, but this was like deafening. This was deafening because no bodies were absorbing the sound of my voice. It was crazy. So that was a good bomb, and I love to tell the story because it's like, did I bomb? Is it because like if nobody's there to witness my bomb, did I really bomb? You know what I mean?
And no people were there.
Right.
Not
like
many
if
comics.
it were full, maybe I wouldn't have bombed. I just said my jokes. My jokes killed.
Yeah.
Like, but
there just wasn't.
There was no reception. You know what I'm saying?
So it didn't.
So I was really high at the time, so I don't know. Maybe it was like a packed show. And I'm just like, dude, I couldn't see anyone. It was all blurry.
Nothing makes me happier though. It's like the best real laugh is when you get to watch your friend bomb.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's the best.
In a
what
loving
about
way.
watching your boyfriend bomb though? Because you mentioned he watched you bomb.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy?
Him, it's less funny.
Okay, because you have to hear about
Because
it
I
in
have
the
to,
car. You're the person in the car when he's contemplating.
He's probably one
Oy.
of the only ones that's just less funny.
Okay.
But everyone else, like good friends, I don't want them to bomb.
Of course.
But it's a very bonding experience.
Yeah. And you think they're funny, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is funny that they're bombing.
Exactly why
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny,
yeah.
because you know that they deserve better.
Right. They could have done better.
They should have done better.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Okay, so that was a small bomb, and we need
Yeah.
a bigger bomb.
Yeah. Well, how does it compare? Did you say your worst bomb? What's
I
your
actually
worst
do
bomb?
have a bigger bomb.
Okay.
The other but there's factors of why
Yeah.
this was a bigger bomb.
Okay. Because you
Um,
were on Molly instead of weed. this
More
time.
high.
DMT?
Oh,
Okay.
no, just totally rolling, man. Okay. So why this is a bigger bomb? The distance was farther.
I have that too.
Yeah.
That was gonna be mine.
Okay.
Go.
So we're getting farther for step two.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, the further the drive, the bigger the bomb.
Yeah.
It's war science.
It
I don't
was.
know. Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
War science for
Yeah.
sure. I'm
Warfare. I don't know.
oddball.
Oddball. Okay. Welcome to Oddballs
Yes.
with Mandy and Ellen.
So I am now in Florida. We have made it to Florida.
Yeah.
In front
You're
of.
doing them a favor if you're bombing them. You gotta,
Get rid of
blow
them.
that
I
place up.
tried. It wasn't strong
Yeah.
enough. Just a personal. So in Florida, this was actually I did a Florida tour of the Gateway Show. It's a great show where like the first set you do, you're sober, and the second set you do, you're high, and they want
Oh,
you to
great.
get
What
really
is
high.
with you and
I can't say no to a show.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say to a joint. And you're like, no, a show. I am very
These are
desperate.
these are just parts of the show.
Yeah.
I need the stage
You're an
time.
addict.
I'm an addict for the stage.
Oh my god.
So, why this is bad is because it was the first time my family got to see me do stand up,
Ugh.
and it wasn't the
That's
best.
a recipe.
It-
If anyone you know personally is in the crowd, you're
Oh.
gonna eat a bag of dicks.
Best friend with her boyfriend, front row.
Why do they do that? Get there earlier. Sit in the, you suck. You gotta cut those people off.
I just ignore him. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
you. I'm just
I love
hanging
when
out.
friends are like, "Oh, don't make fun of us. Like, don't."
Oh
We're
yeah.
gonna- like, I'm not gonna talk.
No.
I'm gonna talk to you after the show, like in a conversation. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking. Are you guys a couple? I know you're my brother-in-law and my sister. I know I said a speech at your wedding. I
Yeah.
know you're a couple. Why would I do?
We're
cover
not
with you?
talking to you.
Ugh.
They
okay,
always
so
say
they're-
that though.
Yeah.
So luckily they
Delusional.
didn't say anything, or at least not that I know of. So the first set went fine. You know,
'Cause you're sober.
I'm sober. The
Right.
second part though, there was a lot going on. Let's say with
Okay.
trying. My whole family was there. Every cousin, everyone was there, and they were all drinking a lot. And I was trying to control them. There's a lot of other factors where I couldn't just focus on myself.
Right.
I was also nervous to perform in front of my dad saying all this stuff.
Okay.
Even though like my dad's super cool and doesn't care, but there's something about like saying queef and cunt
Yeah,
and dick jokes in front of
yeah.
your dad.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
No, oh, you know what's
yeah.
so weird? What the girls who are like overly confident with their tits out and stuff in front of their dads. Do you have that friend?
Like on Instagram,
Or
they'll post-
anywhere. It
they'll
freaks
post-
me
they'll
out.
post Happy Father's Day and it's them on the beach and her tits are
Oh!
literally pancaked up against his.
Yes.
Like,
Oh. Oh.
with the brother too.
But it's
do
worse
that.
when the brother's not in it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, I'm really close to my dad. But I feel like a normal
Yeah.
normal amount.
Wait, yeah. Are you talking about it like in a photo, or are you talking about just like
Photos
in
in
general?
general. My one friend told me a long time ago, scarred me for life, that she was walking out of her place and her dad said, "You look sexy." And she
Ew.
wasn't
And she
weirded
said,
out.
"Thank you?"
Yeah, it seemed like she took the compliment.
Sexy.
Sexy, what would you do?
I think dads just don't have the vocabulary. He meant to say like you look stunning, like, but he didn't have that.
Yeah,
he
he's-
was like sexy. That's the one your mother likes. So I'll use that one.
I hope that's why.
Oh my god.
I don't think
Ew.
I know.
Ew. That's disgusting.
So gross. So let's just say
Sexy. Was
sexy.
he angry?
You look sexy.
Get back and
Change. Yeah.
That's the only way. No, that's still not even acceptable.
Yeah.
He's so angry that he's like turned on by.
Yeah.
Like he's like, how dare you?
Yeah, someone really is gonna want to
Yeah.
fuck you if you don't change.
Oh
You
my
sexy
God.
bitch.
That is horrific.
Yeah. So
And
y-
your friend was fine with it?
yeah.
Ew, dude.
I think about it a lot.
Yeah. Well, you're like, I wish my dad would call me
Yeah,
sexy.
jeez, what the fuck, Dad? If you're watching, step it up.
like-
But so yeah, I'm not comfortable. Well, I mean, we grew up like beaching and stuff. I could be in my bathing suit. There's nothing weird about that. But it's just
No, of
like
course.
I know when I'm in front of my dad and when I'm not in front of my dad. It's different.
Right.
It's different.
Very aware.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dad's there.
Okay.
Did the first set. He's supportive. He doesn't care. He's not prude. This is all on me, you know? Anyways, I get so high. I get stupid high because I'm so anxious that I don't want to be here right now.
And when you're anxious, you it's like weed is almost always the answer.
But
to
it would
cure anxiety. No, it's not.
Right?
Not for
yeah,
me.
not
anyway.
me either.
For
Okay, some people it is. Yeah.
I think if I'm not anxious and I want to be anxious, I'm like, let me just smoke. Let me take this joint to the face.
Yeah. So
and
I
perform in front of my dad and talk about queefs.
my whole family.
Yeah.
So I got the highest I've ever been in my life. Not funny high. Just I am done.
Like people are asking you to like blink twice. And you're okay. Like,
Yeah.
Not fun.
To where my mom. So on stage, I was just gonna like say my bladder, like my pee stuff, but like more loose. And I had like a game
my pee
plan.
stuff.
My pee stuff. Because the other shows I riff, but I was like, this one I'm gonna just stick to the game plan. Talk about.
Yeah.
I end up talking to the exit sign. I think for a while. You know, when you're high, I ended up having fun, but so much fun that I thought I was by myself fun.
You're right.
Like I acted like I was alone. I was in front of I think 200 people. Talking to the exit sign.
Inanimate objects become your best friends when you're high.
Thank God that sign
I
was
did a
there.
mailbox once.
A mailbox?
Sorry, I didn't do a mailbox. I didn't like fuck a mailbox.
Did it call you sexy?
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, Dad.
You've got mail.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez.
I want to hear the mailbox thing, but that was it. It was not funny to where I get off stage and I hate when your mom, now we're going to talk about moms, will do something when they try to be caring, which says so much of them saying nothing. I went to the side of the stage because I was like, let me be alone right now.
Oh, during the
After.
set?
No,
Oh.
after.
During your set, you go off to the side, you're like, nobody can see me over here. I'm
safe here.
over
Yeah. I get off stage. I go to the side of the bar. I was like, let me get a second alone. My mom comes down and she doesn't say anything. And then she goes, are you okay?
That's bad. Are you
Are
okay?
you okay?
That's not good.
No.
You bombed.
I bombed.
You bombed hard.
And I was actually, I think, having fun.
Yeah.
Like, towards the end of it. I think me and the
Hey.
exit sign really had, like, it going
Yeah.
on.
There was some good chemistry there.
Yeah, there was.
Between you and the way out.
I never put two and two together.
No one, yeah. Maybe if I just stare really hard at it,
I stared so hard
I'll
at it.
teleport there.
I avoided my family the rest of the night. I've been like, you know, when you do something to where you regret it, like drinking anxiety,
Yeah.
with the weed anxiety, to where I wish I spent more time with my family that night and I didn't hide from them the whole
That's
time.
sweet. That's a really sweet thing to drive home with. Like, you know, well, I guess that's
Across
kinda
fly
sad.
5 hours
Yeah,
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that was, I think, my biggest bomb in front of my best friends and the whole family.
Are you okay? That's a bad one.
Are you
I hate when
okay?
people say, this is when they mean well, but it's like, I bombed. When they say, good job. That, like, when they say, like, hey, man, it's not easy. Like,
Yeah.
kind of give you, like, they're not a comic. They're like, hey, it's not easy what you do, what you're trying to do.
Yeah. The
Thanks.
comic way of saying
Yeah.
that is they'll go, this room sucks.
Yeah, this room. They go, hey, they're weird, right? They're oddballs.
They're a bunch of oddballs.
Strange cats are there in the audience section. That is.
You can just say nothing. You can
Yeah.
just give me a pat in the back.
Yeah,
Or just shut the fuck up.
When people think that they're saying something, like non-comics will, like comics at least know how to frame it, like they're weird, like the crowd's weird type
Still
of thing.
saying
or
you
they're,
did bad.
They're really cold, or it's really early on. They're still tight, you know, something something that. But then like like your mom has no idea clearly what to say.
Not in that moment.
Are you okay? So motherly too.
And I just sunk.
Yeah.
In that moment, I just was like, get me.
And then
Where's
you
the exit
avoided
sign?
them.
And
Yeah,
I
where's that
avoided
exit
them.
sign? We were vibing earlier.
Oh, God. And you get to drive home with your family.
Where'd you drive? Where were you going back from Florida? Not here, not to LA.
We flew to Jacksonville. We did Jacksonville, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and the Keys.
Okay. Where on the stint? Like, where was the
Oh,
show? In
third
the middle?
stop in.
Third stop
Yeah.
out of?
4.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of that's like a movie where like the shit hits the fan right at that climax
Yeah,
point.
that was the climax point.
But then it all works out. You and the exit sign live happily ever after by the fourth.
Yeah, but in the
You know?
Keys, I was a little in my head the next time I got high.
Yeah. You got high again.
That's the show. It was a nightmare.
You need to not.
I
I mean, do you smoke like normally?
No.
Like, do you? Okay. Well then what?
I told you.
Only at work.
Only?
Like, only when 200 people are relying on me to say stuff in the right order, so
Yeah.
so that a certain reaction is emitted.
But this is the thing. I'm not a good liar, and I like to go all in. So it's like my mom was like, "Get fake high," and I was like, "No."
What? You're going. You're putting the joint behind you,
like a booger.
like as if you're eating. Yeah. You're like, I'm eating this sandwich. Just going behind you.
And I should have listened to her though.
Yeah.
I should have gotten fake high.
Yeah. That would have been smart.
That
You
would have
eat,
been
like,
smart.
You like eat an edible and you like throw it behind
It's a
your
real gummy
shoulder.
bear, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
high
Get-
tolerance.
Just get a Haribo.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah, I love
Eat like
gummy
5
bears.
of those. I love gummy bears.
Do you know pineapple? Do you know the clear one's pineapple?
Yeah. Is that an internet craze? Do people not know
I just,
that?
in case anyone didn't know, it's a really
Yeah.
important thing.
Clear one's pineapple, guys.
So, okay.
We're really high right now. We
Let's-
think it's pineapple.
I want to
It
hear.
might be cum. I don't know.
That's
Okay,
probably
sorry.
also why I like
yeah.
it.
It's the clear one is cum.
The clear
you
one's
guys,
cum.
Just so you know.
And my dad loves when I eat those.
Yeah. He thinks it's sexy. Okay. My worst bomb, also very far. All right, this isn't my worst.
That's
This
a
is a bad
solid
bomb. This
bomb?
is like a pretty good bomb. It
Okay.
wasn't like terrible, but it's very far. It's like when you drive that. Okay, I'll just explain it. Disclosure, like, yeah, it was that bad, and now I'm just like, well, now that I think of it, like, it's really, I had a couple good pops. Like, shut the fuck up.
Once you recover, though, you always
Yeah.
do. That's like a bad workout.
I'm like,
You're
I
like, I'm
connect- yeah.
dying, and then you're
I
like,
connected with that one chick with the
Yeah.
hat in the front.
they didn't make any
Yeah.
noise, but their faces looked like they were having a
They
good
were
time.
they were nervously smiling for me, holding hands with each other. Okay, I went. It was a show. It was like a don't tell show, and they were trying it out in the desert. So
Oh.
it was on this like land, like a commune. I don't know how to like call it, but it was basically desert like land that
Okay.
was being used for like basically like a Coachella type thing, like a smaller version of a Coachella. So
Okay.
everyone is on drugs, like everyone's on psychedelic drugs. There's that half of the of the land, and it's also the land is shared with a biker gang. So there's like men,
What?
grown bearded men and their women
Uh-huh.
with like just vests and like biker gang. So like the two most opposite types of
Very
people.
opposite.
We do the show. Come to think of it, I would have rather done the show for the biker people.
Totally.
We do the show for the young, hot Coachella, like want to be
Uh-uh.
at Coachella, but they're not. They're at this like kind of knockoff version. I do. So we do the show. It's a beautiful event. Like the backdrop is like all these like it's like Joshua. It was right above the border of Mexico, but inland like Palm Springs, right?
Okay.
So if you go to Palm Springs from LA, but then you have to like go down.
So you're
It's
far.
like the Palm Springs of San Diego.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're far from LA. It's like 5 hours. It
No
was so
service.
far. Drove with the other comics, which was great. Like that was like a bonding. Like we all have that. We all have that now. I went up at a point of the show. I went up first after the host, and the sun was still like up and setting, and people are not ready
No.
for comedy. One, after they've taken a bunch of Molly and like whatever, and they're not. It was not a comedy show set. Like
It's not the
these
vibe
people
and
were
they
kind
want
of
music.
pulled away from like a rave to like watch us tell jokes, and I think they were a little like they were expecting something more. And yeah, doing comedy when the sun is still out is very strange.
Learned that during the quarantine.
It was being taped. They were gonna maybe use the tape
Perfect.
as like they're gonna make clip. They were gonna like it was a taping. Everybody ends up not everybody bought. Like I didn't really buy. It wasn't like a bomb, but it was like, this is not, like, everybody was like, this is fucking insane, and
Yeah.
like not the place for a comedy show. And then the last person to go up was Mark Smalls, and it was dark by then. But because we were in the desert, so the spotlight was like on him, and it was dark, and all of these fucking moths were scurrying around his body, and someone had a dog with them who was at the festival, and the dogs are like, there was like multiple dogs. The dogs are like running and like like capturing the bugs around Mark's like body, like on stage. So Mark couldn't even do any material.
I mean, how could you?
A dog, like there were dogs like eating bugs like mid-air during his set, which was like fun, which was like definitely hilarious
For a
for
second,
us to
I'm
watch
sure.
the other comics watching, and like
Yeah.
you know, the audience was having fun with it, and it was like, oh, stop this dog, like this dog's such an oddball, you know. And yeah, it was bad. It was like it was just one of those things, and then we all had to fucking drive home together. Like we all had to be in the car together for another. We were in the car together for probably like 8 hours
Oh God.
total. So it's good to be with others, but it's also it's better than like being alone and thinking about it, like
Yeah.
contemplating what you're doing.
Especially when like everyone had the same experience.
Yeah.
But if it's just you,
It
then
was-
that's
yeah.
a nightmare.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
would be
if
bad.
yeah, no, everybody was kind of like, what the fuck? Like everybody just had a weird ass time. But we all had a different version of it where it's like, mine was in the sun. Mark's was at the dark at night. Like a bomb at night. Like it was, you know, sunset. You know, we had different,
Oh, levels.
yeah, different times of day, like, you know.
So I'm
It was
guessing,
transforming into different types of bombs throughout the show.
did they ever do that again? Don't
They
tell?
never did that again. And they never, none of those tapes will never see the light of day.
Oh man.
My set saw the light of day,
Yeah.
which is why you know, the tape will not. The tape
Oh.
will not see the light of day.
All right, I got another question.
Oh, right. So we've really been going on.
If when you died, you got put into a room for eternity with people who died the same way, how would you want to die?
We all died the same way?
So you die, and then you're put into a room with every single person who died that way.
Oh, who are the coolest people?
Oh, that's a good angle. I was thinking food. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know.
Like, you wanted to be in a room with, like, cheese? Like, what do you mean?
Just some reason I think of dying. I thought of like eating a
Choking on-
burrito.
I mean, run with that. Speak on that, please.
Okay. I should have thought more before speaking
Yeah,
up.
you can change. I think choking on a burrito, you got some hitters in there. You got
Yeah.
that's a good room. That's a good group.
I just think the funny thing would be that we all were like, really? Like, this is what happened?
Yeah. But you knew.
Yeah,
You all knew.
yeah, just I think choking on a Chipotle burrito because it's specific.
Okay.
We spent like $7. We were excited,
Yeah.
and then that was it.
And that was it.
I,
You're all kind of impatient. You know, you kind of wolf the thing. You
we
kind
woofed it. I'm a
Yeah.
woofer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do not swallow my
So-
food.
So you might.
I mean, I swallow. I don't chew.
I mean, you need to bring a friend with you every time you go to eat a burrito because I'm scared for you now. I don't want you to eat a burrito alone.
I
It's
choke
not
on
safe.
food so much.
Do you know the Heimlich on yourself?
I should learn that.
You should learn that.
I should learn that.
Choke as in like there's still air coming through, I can cough it out.
Yeah,
or like,
yeah.
Or like full on like
There's not full on, but
Okay.
it happened just water
water, like it goes down the
wrong tube.
Wrong tube.
all the time.
Classic wrong tube. Mix up.
Yeah. But I think you have such a better angle, and I think I would get into this room and be like, fuck, this is a shitty group of people.
Yeah, I think you'd find your common ground.
No, I'd hate them.
You really?
I would really hate this group
I don't
of
like
people.
the people that I'm with at Chipotle in real life.
That's what I
don't like any
mean.
of those people in Chipotle.
I look at them and I'm like,
I'm so above
I
you.
shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
I shouldn't
don't
be
belong
here, right
here.
now.
Yet here I am.
Here, and I'm back again, and I
Back
think the
again.
same thing. And so I chose wrong. We'll commit. We'll commit that I'm gonna hate my afterlife. But you had such a good angle and such a good way to think, like A to C.
I don't have an answer yet. I'm worried about you still for the burrito thing. In this life, I'm worried.
Okay.
How do I want to what's a cool
What kind of people don't annoy you? Is
right. Yeah, I was going to say like maybe a this is what I'm not going to choose, like a surfing accident, like cuz I hate what douchebags, right? Why would you want to be stuck with them? Like, bleh. Like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, they'd probably be so
Next one.
positive the whole time that
Yeah,
you'd be
they'd
like,
be
no,
like,
we're fucking dead.
We're in heaven, bro. Like, no, we're not. No, we're not, Chad. Shut the fuck up.
They're all chatting.
Yeah.
Just chatting them.
Shut up and eat me out. Like, what are you doing?
That'd be good. They'd probably be
I
good
could
at
go.
that.
I would die with all the surfers.
Mhm.
Teach them all how to give good head because
Yes.
they don't already know. They're idiots.
Yes.
And then come back. Maybe there's something. If I can get all the surfers to give good head,
Mhm.
that's the spell that breaks, and we're all allowed to come back to life.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Is that
next
okay?
question.
Is that okay?
Wow. Yeah.
I unlocked the afterlife. We can come. All right.
I visualized all of that.
It's called coming back. CUMMING.
Coming back.
Okay. Go ahead.
You Freaky Friday into the president for the next 24 hours starting right now. What's the first thing you do?
Take a nap. I'm so tired.
Well, he already does that.
I know.
You would be good at pretending to be him.
That's
though.
what I
That would be
mean.
really good. People would be like, class, just another day.
Yeah.
They wouldn't suspect a thing.
No, I wear my glasses all the time. I'm like, finally could take a nap.
That's good. That's a good one,
Thank you.
dude. I would Freaky Friday as the president.
Yeah.
The president right now. Healthcare for all.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
think healthcare for all.
Oh, our
Not trying to be a saint or anything. I'm not trying to say I'm better than you who wants to take a nap in the Oval Office, but I'd be getting some shit done for women and children
Oh.
and everyone basically
Man.
for our workforce, for our middle class.
Ooh.
Yeah, universal healthcare for all. That's mostly just because I have a UTI right now, and it was very difficult to get the antibiotics
Damn.
as soon as I needed
Needed
them. And it's like, something's got to be done about this. I can't, it comes from a selfish reason.
But still, my selfish reason was all for me. You keep making me look real bad.
No,
and I like
we're-
it. I like it.
I know what you want. I know what you want.
There's a UTI commercial that I'm
UT,
like,
what's the
there's
other
like,
one?
wait,
I.
okay, that's
I,
it.
right?
There's
Yeah.
so many UTs.
Yeah.
A
UTI.
UTI commercial that keeps playing, or is it yeast infection? There's a YouTube TV has
Your
this-
algorithms.
It's real
fucked
weird.
up.
It keeps playing. It goes, man, I've had 30 yeast infection or UTIs
30
this year.
or 3?
30.
Oh, shit.
And every time it plays, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Who has 30? That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm
too
gonna send
many.
you it because it sounds like I'm lying, and this
Please
shit's
send it to
real.
me.
She like
If you're listening, send me all. Send me all the intel, all the materials.
yeah, I will
on
let you
yeasties.
know what fixed her problem.
What would constitute a perfect day for you?
A perfect day.
Oh, I want to say
Taking a
a
nap
cheesy
in the
one.
Oval Office.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I don't have
Um,
one yet.
A cheesy one that she's not funny, but I just want to just do comedy. God damn it. I just you do so many things. That day will be the perfect day.
Just from
just-
morning to night doing comedy?
You will like only having to do comedy.
Oh, okay. Like you can kind of do whatever you want
Whatever.
before.
So lots of naps,
Naps and then
burritos,
yeah.
and perform.
Well, you make sure you make it to the set. If you have a burrito before, you don't know. You got to eat it slow.
Yeah. You know, I want to take back mine again. You go.
What? Okay, no, you go. No, go. I don't have one.
Perfect day. All right, I got it. Wake up, go to get breakfast. I love getting breakfast.
Okay.
Maybe I like Cantor's or something where it's not healthy, but I
Ooh.
love the vibe.
Yeah.
Then I
That's a
go.
good vibe.
Then I go to the beach, and it's a perfect beach day. No crying kids around.
That's a good one.
Then I come back. Fuck. You know.
You have to fuck
You have
in
to
the
fuck
day.
after the beach in the day.
Right.
For the perfect day.
Yeah.
Then
Like a little sandy still.
just slightly.
Yeah.
Not enough to where it hurts.
Right. Oh, not in there.
Yeah.
Not like
No,
sandpaper
no.
puss or anything like that.
Yeah, no sandpaper puss. And then I eat more. And then shower, then eat more, then nap.
What do you eat after sex? What's the ideal post?
A hearty
post-coital?
meal.
A hearty meal.
You know, some
Yeah.
meat and potatoes.
Burritos.
Meat and potatoes
Yeah.
wrapped in a tortilla.
Wrapped in tortilla. Breakfast burrito. Ever heard of it? I'm eating it fast too. I am wolfing that
I
thing.
choke on some food.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I think Mandy gives really good head, you guys. I don't know. Any chodes out there?
love a good choke.
Yeah.
Wrapped in a tortilla.
Wrapped. It's got to be wrapped in
a
tortilla.
tortilla.
She doesn't use condoms.
No,
she just uses
just tortillas.
mission.
Yeah, mission.
she's on a mission.
The big ones, of
Yeah,
course.
of
No
course.
little tortillas.
No, of course.
No street size.
The super
We
burrito.
don't need. Yeah. And then I watch a rom-com. This
Great.
isn't a funny answer. This is my perfect
No,
day.
this is a great answer.
And then I watch a rom-com and then take snap, and then
I love when you tried to and then
Just a little nap.
you tried to
A little
pepper
nap.
it in real quick.
and then I go do a really good show,
Yeah,
and then after have a spicy margarita.
that's a great day.
Oh my God!
I would. That is a perfect day.
Isn't
Mine's
that
probably pretty similar.
Yeah?
I love the beach. Definitely would. I would wake up and surf
Nice.
with all my chads.
all the chads?
And then like hang out. You come out, hang out on the beach. I'm not done with the beach yet.
No, no, no.
I'm not done with
You
it
got
yet.
the
You know,
surfing.
you get the surf in. Maybe go in and out of the water as you please because it's such a perfect day. No
Yes.
clouds,
Ah.
no crying babies, no boom box. Like I hate when people come to the beach and bring a speaker. I didn't come to the beach to hear your
Oh my
playlist. I came to hear the ocean. Like your
Yes.
whatever the playlist is.
Yes.
It's not going to compete with the fucking sound of the waves.
No, I just had a whole conversation about this with Chase O'Donnell yesterday.
It's so gauche.
and it's their
rude.
music. It's rude.
It's very rude.
Get it out of here.
If you do that, anyone listening, stop it now.
Please.
You give bad head.
You give
Stop.
really bad head.
Don't play the bring headphone. It's just like if you're with a group of friends and you can the vibe can only be set if you play music. You suck. Your friends suck. Get new friends.
Yeah.
You guys are boring.
Totally.
Stop. It sucks, and it's never good music.
That's
It's
the
never good
problem.
music.
It's not beach music.
If you're gonna play anything, play ambient ocean sounds. enhance what I'm here to hear. God damn it.
Oh.
Yeah, so beach for sure. We're eating. What are we eating?
Yeah,
We're
I want to
eating
know
food.
what
I
you
don't
want
know
to eat.
yet. What
Talk
do I
so much
wanna
about my
eat?
food.
I mean, I don't know if this is really what I want or if it's just drilled into me. A burrito. There's a burrito. There's a burrito in my mind that I'm thinking of. A San Francisco burrito. So
man.
maybe that. Maybe I'll
Okay.
eat that after a surf. And what else? I feel like I'm missing. Maybe I don't know, dinner like a big. Ooh, this is it. A dinner party like with friends.
Yes.
Backyard. We got some twinkly lights.
Ooh, I love the
We got some
lights.
twinkly.
You have the
it's
good
not-
lights.
Right.
I love the
twinkly
lights.
lights. We're picking at hors d'oeuvres. We're
Yes.
chatting. People are holding like goblet. What are the like little gimlet glasses that are like hot? Like everyone's hot,
Oh,
obviously.
Yeah.
But not
But not
hotter
too
than
hot,
me.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
No.
No, people are hotter than. No, when they're hot, there's a certain point of hot where it's like you're boring.
They're
so not that.
Relatable hot.
How about it's my friends? how about instead of trying to make up a fate, this is real life.
Okay.
How about they're my friends
Okay.
and family? And yeah, comedy, like a few we're banging out a couple, you
Mhm.
know, maybe two at one place and then you go to a different place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and go to bed listening to some ambient ocean wave sounds
Wow.
on my Calm app.
Yeah, I have the Calm app too. Solid app.
It's a good app. I like when they have accents.
It,
It's like
Yeah.
a British thing.
It
It gets annoying after.
no, I agree. It just pisses me off how much better people sound with accents.
Yeah. I trust them.
So
to
much
lure me
more.
into slumber.
I go to sleep to Harry Styles, but I also have gone to sleep to a Matthew
Oh.
McConaughey one, and
Okay.
I guess he has an accent.
That's an accent.
That's an
You know?
accent.
It's not foreign, but it's an accent.
Worst date you've ever been on?
Worst date? Weird. Mine involves weed.
Oh, shocker. All right, we gotta hear it.
Okay.
Why are you so nervous?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay, so this was
Do you want to put the blindfold on? Will that make you feel more comfortable?
Okay, so it was a second date. We talked for a while online. Second date. Started off weird. I had to parallel park his car because he couldn't.
No.
Yeah. And I'm a real good parallel parker, and I whipped it in, and I didn't know if I
Ew.
turned him off or turned him on, but it turned me off. It was weird. And he was like tall. He seemed like he would have been manly, because manly depends on height, of course. So yeah, parked the car. And we go up to my place.
How do you move on from there?
It was tough.
You gotta park the car, get out, Uber immediately from
Yeah.
there away. You're like, your car's here now. I'm going.
Well, the sad thing was, he parked the car at my place. He was coming up.
Oh my God.
And
you
then-
gotta go back with him now too.
I know. So
But you didn't
that's
know.
why.
You didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go.
I go, and then he's like, "Do you want to take an edible?" And this was like early 20s. Still never weed, no. But early 20s, if you're a girl, you say, "Yeah, duh,
Right.
definitely, love
Yeah.
weed,
Love weed.
love it."
Yeah.
So I take the edible, and like he wasn't creepy at all. Just to get that out there, sounds like a guy's giving me drugs. Just a bad Parker, just a big pussy, solid puss. And luckily, I didn't have to see his pussy. So I'm high. I did the bathroom thing where I went to go to my bathroom, and I remember being like I couldn't walk.
Right.
So I come back down. Oh no, this was after tried walking away. We start making out, and
Ooh.
I fall asleep on him. and he goes, "Are you sleeping?"
You fell asleep while making out with him?
Yeah.
This guy
And
sucks.
yeah, he totally sucks. And then I was like, and you wake up like when you fade out and you wake up, and I was like, no.
I can't say that I know. I can't say. You know when you're like being intimate with someone and you come to? No, I do know that. I do know, but it's more like out of a blackout.
Like when you're
Yeah,
driving.
what? You know when you're driving for a long time after a bomb, you start to doze off.
So I was like, yeah. And then I tried to go to the bathroom to escape in my small studio
Yeah.
apartment. And the walk to the bathroom was so long. And it's literally
In your own apartment?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
literally like 3 feet away. And then that was the last time I ever saw him. And I think I got a text from him like 7 months later being like, Miami Dolphins are looking good.
What?
I never replied.
Leave it
No,
to the
she-
guy the tall guy
Yeah, right?
who couldn't park to be like, I think a sports reference is gonna get her back. I think this will rekindle the flame. This is what we were missing.
But that's
guy.
a weird one where like, was I the bad one on the date or was he? I guess we both were, but I'm gonna say it was just a full
It wasn't
teamwork bad date.
Yeah. Cause you fell asleep, but it's like if he were a better kisser,
Would I have?
would you have fallen asleep? But you were high, so you never
Yeah.
know.
Really shouldn't smoke weed.
Yeah, I think all of your stories have involved all the bad ones.
All
but
the
I mean,
bad ones.
But are they bad? Because you're telling them they're worth telling. So maybe keep smoking, get some more, squeeze a couple more stories out. of it.
Yeah.
Just
when
did
I
that.
run out,
Shouldn't
because I
do
need to
that.
squeeze
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
I
this is the thumbnail.
You just
Okay.
choose really poorly.
Um,
All right, let's hear yours.
So let's see. I don't know if I have a specific date, but I dated a guy once who was really nerdy, and he every time he saw, so like we were friends, but he like developed a crush on me. So he like had a crush on me for a while, and then we started to date, and he was so nervous to be around me. Like he kind of was so into me that every time he saw me, he'd throw up. So
No way.
yeah, like he had like nerves. Like we would even like he'd go over. So like he met me. I was at a friend's house and she was having like a kickback or like a pregame or something before we went somewhere else. And like he came over, said hi to everyone. Immediately beelines it to the bathroom and is like in there for a while puking. Like clogged one of my friends' toilets once. One time he got off. One time we were not living in the same place, so he took a bus and we met in like a city that was in the middle. He climbs down the stairs of the bus and I'm waiting for him, climbs off the bus, sees me, pukes immediately on
Holy
the ground.
shit.
Yeah. But then then we dated for long. I don't know why I think I was like
Were you early 20s?
it was early, oh, you better believe. It was early 20s. And you know, when you're early 20s, it's like I deserve this. Like this is what I deserve. And then so we started to date for like more and so the puking got less and less where he didn't puke, and then that caused a weird thought in me where I was like, do you like me anymore?
That's
Like,
so funny.
You are not puking anymore. Like, is there someone else? Is there
Oh
another
my
girl
God.
you're puking for? This is insane.
Some girl that he works with walks by and he pukes.
Yeah,
You're
and
like,
I'm
what the fuck?
Yeah. So
Oh.
So that was my yeah. My friends
Wow.
call him Pukey McGuire.
He's
And
earned
his name-
it.
that's not his name.
Yeah.
That's not his birth certificate or anything.
Glad
Pukey
you cleared that
McGuire.
up.
They're like, who is? What, oh, remember Pukey McGuire? That's his. So that's what he'll be. on the
That's
pod and forever.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Man, did
So
he
not a-
ever puke like making
no,
out
not during.
or
No.
anything? Did he ever?
Sometimes like not on me or anything. Well, actually. He's definitely he would like kind of drink. He was just one of those like, you know, like clumsy kind of dudes who like would drink too much and like puke. Like we all have puked after drinking too
Oh,
much,
yeah.
but at a certain, it's like, don't puke. Like holding it. Like don't.
Yeah.
Really. Like don't puke. That's so corny. You know.
I always think it is weird when I would puke. I'd be blacked out, and every
Uh-huh.
time I would puke, I drank a lot when I was like early 20s.
Right.
Every time I would puke, I would fart,
Oh.
and it would come out, make me snap out of the blackout because I was so embarrassed.
fart
I
yourself
farted
awake.
that I would fart myself
Maybe when you were
awake.
making out with the guy, you farted, and that's what made you wake up.
Yeah.
Ugh. And that's why he thought you liked sports.
Yeah, he's
like,
like,
she farted.
tooted,
Yeah.
she parked
She probably likes
cars.
sports. Yeah.
Big
Real guys, girl.
Oh, guys
Oh
love
my!
it.
I can't believe. So this was a normal thing. This was more than once you'd puke and fart.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. At
Oh
least
my
like a
God.
few that I'd remember. Because every time I'd puke, it was like someone would hold your hair.
Uh huh.
So like real gentlemen in Florida, if you were wondering.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Good guys.
And
They're not all bad.
so they would be there, right near my butt, holding the hair, and then I would just like every time I'd be in it. Yeah, I just.
You'd fart, and they would tell you later.
No,
that you
no,
farted?
it was like a brownout. Like you're fucked up.
Well, yeah, it was. yeah.
No sharts, no
Yeah,
sharts. I'm
okay.
a lady.
She's yeah. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's just a cute little tooth.
Yeah.
Because all the air.
Right. A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was something that I remember also.
I think we're killing these answers. I don't want to I don't want to toot our own horns or anything. But we've got farts and pukes.
Yeah,
and,
one
and we're
more-
chicks,
Yeah.
so like we're kind of being cool right
We're
now.
like, we don't care like what you
yeah,
think.
yeah.
What inedible thing do you wish you could eat?
Inedible. I was thinking of this the other day. Like something like, so not to be like, oh, this, but like, not to be like,
Please tell
oh,
more. Say
but
why.
like, you know, like, I guess this is boba, but like, you know, Orbeez from like the Nickelodeon commercial. I want to eat something that's like that's like, you know, those, you know what? You go.
No, please express
I
yourself.
want to eat like like squishy stuff, like like a lot like okay, well, lava lamps are hard, but
I see what
like
you
a
mean.
silicone thing, like
Yeah.
a fucking dog toy, but like for me.
Yeah, but you
For a
swallow
human,
it or you
but
just
I can
chew
swallow
it.
it. I mean, it has to. I mean, I hope it tastes good, but I
Yeah.
just want the mouth feel of like maybe a beanbag chair.
Kind of
I'm
like
all
a
over
stress
the
ball
place.
for the mouth.
I'm
Like
really
a-
hungry right now. I didn't eat lunch.
Me neither.
I'm like, I would eat that chair.
Yeah, right now. You know what? I would like to, if I could eat, what that? I was gonna say, you know when you realize it was ditzy before you say it, typically I say it first, but I'm still gonna say what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
it, definitely. We
It's
wanna
not
hear
the
it.
answer, and it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
I said this blindfold, so you could literally say whatever.
I was gonna say I wish I could eat a horse so that I could say I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Like that one time, and then it's like a cutaway
And
of
then-
you eating a horse.
But then I realized like people eat horses. I'm sure they've eaten
horse
a
meat
horse.
isn't there horse hoof and like Jello or
Hoof?
something? Right? Am I?
That
can you
seems
fact
like it would
check?
hurt your
A
teeth.
hoof. They sand it down.
Oh,
they
they sand it.
It's not like chunks.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but wait, what would be
A horse. That'd be a whole horse. Like if you could. So it's you could
Eat a horse.
Let's say in this case,
Yeah,
you
'cause it-
could.
Then I'd like to
Do
eat a
it.
whole horse.
Yeah.
Because if you
to be
can't
able to say you did.
say you ate a horse, it would be
Another
like
cool chick move.
You-
Yeah,
I ate a
whole
fucking horse. It's like
Yeah.
no big deal.
I
It's
hate
like,
a girl
I was
that
hungry.
orders a salad and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm eating a whole
I'd
horse.
eat a horse.
Yeah.
Like I was hungry after. I hate when girls will say stuff like that. That's the only thing. Or guys, there's their own version. But when they're like, yeah, it's like I eat like 10 slices of pizza.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It's like, that sounds disgusting. Like, are you okay? Like, no one should do that.
It's such a weird brag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with horse, and we'll get you like a chewy something.
Like a chew, like, okay, so dog chew toy. My
Dog
final
chew
answer.
toy. That tastes good.
That tastes
he
good.
said.
What
Bacon.
changes have improved your life so much you wish you did it sooner?
Not drinking. Yeah, I actually don't
Ooh.
drink. So.
I remember you and
Yeah.
Irene got ice cream after a
Yes.
show.
So for reasons like this, like after a show, you could either like hang out, which is like totally fun too, like hanging out at the bar that the show was at, or like all going to a different bar and like drinking. Again, really fun. But I love to hit like ice cream or a taco
Yeah.
truck, get a burrito,
Oh,
something
yeah.
that's more like inclusive. Like everybody can. It's more you can like talk to people. It's less dark and loud.
Yeah.
Like, you can actually kind of regroup and connect after the show. And then like dates are easier because it's like you don't just go grab a drink with someone and then you get kind of tipsy and your judgment is like,
Yeah.
you know,
It
blurred.
changes.
When you get ice cream with someone, that guy has to be interesting. And if he's not, you can see that right away because, you know, like mint chocolate chip doesn't make anyone, you don't want to fuck, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no goggles.
But that's my favorite ice cream, so that would turn me on.
Yeah, maybe they order a good, and if they order like a rum raisin or some
Get
weird
outta
shit,
here.
yeah, it's like you can tell more about a person doing non-drinking activities, and
That's
it
a
like
good one.
causes you to like go outside the box and do different activities other than like, oh, let's all meet at this bar, or let's grab a drink. Like, grab a drink.
Come up with something fresh.
Yeah, let's play putt-putt. You know?
I love putt-putt.
So
While
definitely-
drunk. I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
While drunk, yeah. It's actually that is much more fun than drinking. So.
I feel that though. We did dry January. You did it too. And I went almost through February. I made it to
nice.
Matt's birthday or like right before. And it sucked because I loved it so much. But then
Well-
it's like when you stop, and then when you stop,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, just like
It's
once a
easy.
week or just the weekend. No,
that doesn't work.
It doesn't
It
work.
doesn't work.
And I'm trying to work on that. But man, it kind of seems like it's one of those all or nothing things.
Yeah, and it's like you have to trust that if you are ever ready at a point, like you will get there. You don't want to rush. I mean, unless you're in trouble and you're fucking hurting
Yeah.
yourself or other people. I think for a lot of young people, it's like if you're curious about maybe stopping or it felt good when you stopped. This is an AA pod.
I
by
know,
the way.
like, right? It really changes-
I'm like
it
trying to
changes
turn
me.
everybody. I'm like a religious. No, but I think that it's like you know, your time. You when you're ready, if you're ready, and you want to like keep exploring that. I think it's like, you know, it's more. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to be like, ugh, like I suck if I can't do this or something. But
Yeah.
you're like, you know, you can just explore it more.
Explore it. Yeah, I think of like taking the month breaks is a good idea. But what was I going to say about it? The crazy thing is the longer you go without drinking, you don't want to drink.
Exactly.
But then once I caved, it's like
Exactly.
it's like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
there's something in it. that
Yeah.
You're like, now I want more.
Yeah, 100%.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
And it's stupid too, because like the days I'll drink, I'll just be like one glass of wine. Like I don't go too crazy,
And
but
then
the
it's like,
days
why
add
I have-
up.
Yes, and then you're like, it's a Tuesday and you had one.
Yeah.
Like, you had one drink and
Yeah.
you're like, what?
It's a
It didn't help
waste.
me feel better. I didn't
Nothing.
actually feel anything from it. So
Yeah.
like, why did I just? It was very weird.
Ooh.
That's where I got. Where I
Right?
was like, yeah, this isn't. I'm just gonna cut it out altogether. So that way,
You feel better.
because I wouldn't like you said, I wouldn't be able to like cut, like not do it. I would be like, oh, I'll just have one. I'll just have one. So
We're
I had
around
to just
it.
be strict about it. What were you gonna say?
We're
though?
always
You had
around it.
You had a good.
Oh yeah, I got when I did dry January, my phone was listening to me, of course.
Yeah.
So all of my Instagram ads became non-alcoholic
I
drinks.
have that too. And they all seem. I mean, I'm not that person, so I think it's a little. It's like they're kind of. I'm like, why are you trying to capitalize
Right?
off my willpower?
Isn't that crazy? But have you ever clicked any of them?
Yeah. Like they look really fancy.
Have you-
They do like film lighting. Like they do. They really draw you in.
They
It
do
looks
draw
classy.
you in.
It looks
and
classy.
they do look classy. The prices,
Are they expensive?
it pissed me off.
Ugh.
It made me so
That's what I'm talking
angry.
about.
They're like, okay, let's say a 6-pack of beer is $13.
Yeah.
A 6-pack of non-alcoholic beer, most of them were like 50 to 80
What?
for all of those drinks.
50 for a 6-pack, $80.
It was around that. It was something
What?
like 3 times the price. To know where I never bought any. I would just get kombuchas.
Dude,
and I was
people
like
that.
all the companies. Because my
Yeah.
Instagram is full of these. Because I keep clicking and be like,
But
maybe
there's-
one will be cheap. And it's expensive again.
There's people out there who live for. They're like, yeah, I'm not like I'm doing dry. Like I'm doing a dry month, and like I have the like. Ugh, shut up. Like you're
Oh.
so boring.
Yeah.
You're so boring. If you have to, just don't drink a seltzer. Drink water. You boring fuck. You're
Drink
so boring.
water.
Like it's why do you need to have like a. It's like a whiskey. It looks like whiskey,
Yeah.
but it's fucking water with food coloring in it.
For a very expensive
Yeah.
one.
What do you feel about? Have you seen the mud water things? It's not coffee,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, it looks so. It's fucking water, and then you put like dry
I've had
brown
it.
powder. Is it good?
No.
It's called mud water.
It's
So
nasty.
why?
Matt had it. He did a video for them, so he got a bunch for free.
Yeah.
So the more you drink it, it tastes better. But it's still, we were
mean-
just trying to drink it because we had it.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Ugh.
I would not buy it.
People like that. It's like if you're not gonna drink coffee, shut the fuck up. Just don't drink coffee. Drink tea.
There's tea.
And stop being like, now I'm having, like, you're so bored. I just, like, can't with these people on Instagram.
It just takes your addiction into a different addiction.
Yeah.
You just need,
Right.
like a lot of people, did you see the kava thing got recalled? There's that blue kava thing that people were drinking.
Yeah.
And it just got recalled.
Good.
Because it has an
I
addiction.
wanted to drop that. Oh, my God. Like, it was the same thing when the oat milk got recalled. I'm like, I was in my room just fucking this with my hands. Rubbing my hands together. But no,
it's
I drink
so
oat milk.
funny.
It's good, but this is actually oat milk.
I see it says
literally
oat
says
on
oat.
it.
Guilty.
I'm an almond milk girl.
I'm going to die by the end of this. Somebody get Mandy a burrito. I don't want to go down alone.
That's so funny. Oh, we get in that room. We're like, shit, the room is real.
Yeah, the room is real. We're in there together. Pod never ends.
Man.
Okay.
Mine is kind of an answer like yours. Along the same lines, I think. It would just be therapy.
Okay.
I hit
Nice.
therapy at, I think it was 30, and something happens at 30 where you're like, it's time to deal with everything.
Yeah.
Like it all just boils
bullshit.
up to a point where you're like, let's deal
Yeah.
and then move on.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I'm very like, when it comes to myself, this is the only time I'm like a type A person.
Yeah.
So I would go
Well, that's
in
good.
with lists. Every session, I'm like, I gotta get my money's worth. I mean,
Oh,
to fix
yeah.
this, and this about me.
Yep.
And then she would just tell me like tools, and that's all, and just to
I
talk
love
it
when
out.
They do that.
I just want tools.
Have you had the same therapist, or have you had to hop around?
I got so lucky. The first one was a
Perfect.
wonderful person.
Good.
I've heard horror stories.
I can't really find a good one.
No, well, I got one. Very
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, that you usually have to be paying.
Yeah.
I try to get ones that if they're covered by your insurance, they will not help you.
Yeah. She's not covered by my
Yeah.
insurance.
I think they're trained shittier when they take like more. Yeah,
I think
when
so,
they take
too.
insurance.
but
You can't be a good therapist. Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't even gotten that many times. I started right before the quarantine, and I would go once a month because it's all I could afford.
Right.
And then I think
Well, that's still a long time. Right
Yeah.
before quarantine, that's good.
Yeah.
You've been doing it ever
So,
since.
I took
Or
I
you
think
took
like
a
6 months
hiatus?
off because I had no money to afford it.
Dry January.
Yeah,
You also
I
dry
was
from
like,
therapy.
yeah, I'm
Like,
good.
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I need this. But that's such a good thing that everyone like says is good, but it really is because you just can like nip in the butt your bad habits.
Yeah. Talk through shit.
Yeah, and be done.
Yeah,
It's-
and they have to listen.
Yeah, how
You're-
cool
you're
is
paying.
that? Yeah, so not drinking and therapy. We're really building the
Yeah.
perfect person here.
Yeah, this is a cult.
Very LA answers too.
What is something you wish other comedians would stop doing?
Ooh.
Hitting on me. No, I'm kidding.
Hey!
Nobody does that. Everybody thinks I'm lesbian. I wear like such loose clothes to shows, and when I tell them, I'm like, oh, like I tell them I have a boyfriend, they're like very surprised about it because they think I'm lesbian.
That's really funny. That's good for you though. That'd be nice.
I strategically wear loose clothes
Yeah.
to keep the dogs away.
Bark, bark.
No, that's a fake answer. Please keep hitting on me. I'm gonna cry if you stop. Do you have one? in
Yeah,
mind?
I would think. Wait, is it to you or in general?
Just in whatever.
general,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Oh,
It can go either way.
Okay, I wish comics would stop asking the audience what they do for work.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah. You could do crowd work still, but just be original about it.
Yeah. I never ask. I feel like I do a lot of crowd work, but I never ask that one because I don't know what they're going to say. And then, I mean, I guess that's crowd work. But it's like, I feel like if it's a couple, I'll ask like, how'd you guys meet? And then that's easier for me to like play with because you never
You
I
never know
guess
what
you
you're
can
gonna
get some
get.
odd answers and that's fun.
The work
But
one's just
sometimes
boring
it's
to me.
Yeah, what do you do for work? They don't want to think about that. They're
I
at a
know.
comedy show.
That's like when you're getting a massage and the person starts talking to you.
I will kick you. Like, no, I'm kidding. Do
so
not ask
bratty.
me. Yeah, no.
I'm getting a
Because usually
massage.
they don't talk to me.
They do, and then they'll ask about work. I've had that happen, and I'm like, "This is
Are they white?
I've paid."
You can't have a white massage therapist. They'll ask. They'll talk to you.
Actually, she wasn't white.
She wasn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I
Mm,
don't know. Okay.
But yeah,
It's not a foolproof.
Yeah. I think it
system.
just depends. A talkative person, it's not the time to talk. But yeah, that's. I guess
Uber
that's.
too.
Oh yeah,
when they
that's
talk to you.
that's the classic.
Yeah.
Wait, so
It's
wait.
like, kidnap me.
Yeah.
Just stop. Do whatever. Throw my body in a ditch.
Just don't talk
do
to
not
me.
talk to me.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
asking what they do for work.
I guess so.
Yeah, that is annoying. Nobody wants to hear the same crowd work. And then when people do crowd work, if they come late to a show and they like ask the same person, it's like
Yes,
maybe don't do crowd work if you got there late.
it's true
You know?
too. That happens
I
a
don't
lot.
know.
Wait, what
What
was
do I-
yours?
My actual one, something I wish. Oh, okay, this
you had a
one.
funny one.
Spot trading, I think. And this is something.
Ooh, that's a
And
good
I mean,
one.
I don't actually give a fuck
Yeah.
because it's like you do whatever you need to do. But when people spot trade, it's like you're literally admitting that you don't think that you are, based on merit, able to get a spot on a show. You're like, I can only get a spot on this person's show if I offer them
Yes.
a business exchange in return.
Yes.
So you're literally saying to the person that you're offering a trade and to yourself, we're not funny. Like you and
Yes.
I,
Yes.
we need to work together to make it in this
so
town.
funny. I won't tell anyone about you if you don't tell them about
Yeah,
me.
like, are you dumb? Like, do you think, like, I'm funny? I don't know about you, but, like, how dare you?
That's
also,
such
my
a
show
good
is
one.
good. So, and your show is not good. So
Yes.
when they spread, it's like, we're gonna need to do a deal. If I give you one spot on my show, I'm gonna need at least 4. You gotta give me a punch card for your shitty show so that I have more. My show is worth 5 of your 5 spots on your show. You know what I mean? It's like very silly when people do that because I'm like, what? This is not good business.
That's a great
you know?
one. At first, I thought you were saying this, which is a good one. Also, yours is better. But I thought you meant when like someone trades spots with you. Like it's so annoying when someone just goes one over you, and you're like, you couldn't have waited
on the
just
lineup,
like 10
'cause
minutes.
You mean like
Yeah,
they're
like-
like I have to go. I have
Yeah.
to go before. Yeah. Sometimes people will make up a fake.
That's what I mean. If you
reason.
do have to go and you
Yeah.
really have, of course, go.
Yeah.
But
and if I
people-
don't, then that makes sense. Or if mine is later,
Yeah.
like we'll work it out. Yeah.
But some people, I just think it gives them like a high to bump because it makes them feel like.
And it's like so sad when they don't have anything because it's like you just need to get home. Like okay, you're born like you suck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But a lot of the times,
sad.
this isn't your.
And you're not funny. And you didn't even hit on me once. So
I'm
fuck
not
you.
gay.
Yeah.
But have you had someone bump you and then they say they have to go and you're like, of course, no worries, and then
Yeah.
they stay the whole show?
Yeah, I love that. I love that one. That's a
What?
good one. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
Why'd you say, like, did you get high and forget that you said you had to leave?
I was like, I'm
What an idiot.
Yeah, at least commit to the lie.
Yeah. That's a funny one.
All right,
Yeah.
last question. What's the hardest you've ever laughed?
Ooh.
This pod. The hardest I've ever laughed.
It can be in recent memory. It doesn't have to be all-time biggest laugh from you.
Okay.
Hmm.
I have a corny one.
Okay.
I'm seeing this guy right now,
New guy.
and we laugh so much together.
Aw.
Like seriously, like we laugh a lot. Like my roommate texted me this morning because he slept over, and she texted me and goes, "Dude, how do you guys wake up and you're just immediately laughing
Aw,
and
that's
screaming
the
together?"
best.
I thought, and usually you're like, "Hey, can you keep it down? You guys are fighting." Yeah, we're not fucking. We're laughing. This is a wholesome relation. So yeah, I laugh really hard. It's nice to laugh really hard with a person that you're romantic with, because it's like, this is fucking awesome. It's like
Yeah.
hanging out with your best friend.
It really
So,
is. I agree.
Corny, sappy
Yeah.
answer. Check.
Matt and I never laugh.
Yeah. Two comics. You guys probably
Yeah.
I mean, two comics together.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. We both want the spotlight though, so you gotta fight for
Yeah.
it. I'm like, I'm talking about
Sometimes,
me
yeah.
now.
Sometimes he'll bomb in Palm Springs. Sometimes I'll bomb in Palm Springs. Yeah.
It's fun. I don't know what this one will be. Yesterday, I had Chase O'Donnell on my podcast, and we both were laughing so hard about this story she told me. I'll say it quick, but like, glasses off, I almost pissed myself.
Yes.
We couldn't stop. We couldn't even like talk anymore. It was like one of those where it was like game over. Long story short, her sister's like this famous, I'm gonna mess it up, like crochet. She does this famous thing. Her sister was out of town. Chase was watching the company. And while the sister was gone, or the sister was on the American Race, some crazy shit. Chase was watching the company for her very successful company. And Valentina reached out, like Valentina Red, like a very famous posh
shit.
company,
Okay.
was doing a launch in London and asked for her sister to do a clothing line for them. And
Oh,
she's
my
never been
God.
offered anything like that. So Chase decided, instead of saying, sorry, my sister is gone and can't, to take it upon herself to do it. And
To make the clothing
to
line?
take the clothing line. And she's not a fashion person at all. And like spent her whole summer doing this and went through with it and said that she was a creative designer. And then she showed me, it didn't go well. Then the sister was so mad. And then she showed me like the clothing line.
What was it? What was she making? Like puffer?
This shirt, and she like threw on this knitted blonde doll girl, and I can't even.
She sewed she was sewing the clothes, or it was like a
designed
mock-up,
it.
like a drawing.
I think it
like
was
a sketch.
I think she actually had someone do it at her place. I'm ruining her story. That's so funny, but just like that is so relatable. Of being in a position where you're like, I have two options. Both are probably bad.
Oh, she did the more fun. You gotta definitely the more fun version.
Yeah. And it just backfired fully, and just thinking of like someone doing something their whole summer and stressing and hoping it goes well and then it going awful.
Yeah. No, that would have been awesome if it worked out, but
Right?
it's way funnier that they were like, dude, this shirt sucks. Like, this is not a good shirt.
And her sister being mad at her. I need to show you guys the video. I should have said something you guys can see, but
Is the sister, maybe we can do like a clip.
Yeah, I should
Something there.
show the
We'll-
clip.
We'll cut away to it. Is the sister's career okay?
Yeah,
She's
the
still
sister-
a designer. She's fine.
sure, her career is okay, but she said she's never been offered something like that again, like for like a fashion line like that.
Well, it'll come.
Yeah.
It'll come.
Well, thank you guys for doing the show.
Thank you
Yeah,
for having
so much fun.
us.
I'm so
Let's
glad
go
it was
eat.
you. Yes.